Hey everybody, this is Shannon, your Wednesday blogger on Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. The topic this week is how do you deal with vacations, holidays, and special occasions after having weight loss surgery? My tip is prepare. Prepare and plan ahead. As long as you are prepared and plan ahead, then you will do fine. An example for me is just this last 4th of July. We had a barbecue and I was prepared and I planned ahead. I brought my own dessert, a little sugar-free, like one of those little mini pies that you can get at the grocery store. I found mine at Walmart, sugar-free blueberry pie, put a little sugar-free Cool Whip on it, and I didn't feel deprived. You know, everyone else was eating their desserts, you know, cookies and homemade ice cream and all this great food, and I just ate a few bites of my sugar-free blueberry pie with Cool Whip on it, and I felt great. I was satisfied. I got the sweet that I wanted, and I was happy with that. And I didn't feel out of place. I didn't feel uncomfortable. I just knew that I had to be prepared, and everyone was like impressed. They were impressed because before I used to be a grazer and just eat everything in sight, and it's completely different now. So just be prepared. I also, when I'm out of the house or wherever I am, I always have at least one bottle of water on me and a few Crystal Light drink sticks. I like lemonade or light lemon flavor. I also keep Splenda in my bag and the little Splenda tablets that you can just pop into your beverage because I drink a lot of iced tea in restaurants and not all restaurants keep Splenda. Sometimes you can only find Sweet and Low, and I just don't really like the taste of Sweet and Low, so I keep Splenda in my bag and drink my iced tea when I'm out places, or drink ice water and put a little Crystal Light in it. And you got to stay hydrated, especially summertime, because we can so easily get dehydrated. Anybody can get dehydrated, and it's easy for us to get dehydrated because of our small stomachs. It's very easy to do. So just be prepared, plan ahead. I haven't gone on any big vacations yet, but I do a lot of day trips. I'm in Southern California, and I'm a Disney geek, and we go to Disneyland all the time. And I'm familiar enough with Disneyland. I know where I can eat. I know what I can eat. I know where the vegetarian options are. And I know my portion control, and I know how much I can eat, and that I'm comfortable after I eat, and I don't feel like I've overeaten and feel sick or feel like I'm going to dump or anything like that. That's another kind of trick when you're out, you know, especially if you're eating something new. Keep your portions real small, smaller than you would if you were at home, because you don't know how you're going to feel. You don't want to ruin your afternoon or your trip because you overate and you're not feeling good, and you don't want to ruin the trip that you're with somebody else, because when you're not enjoying yourself, the people around you aren't enjoying themselves. So, you know what your stomach can handle, know what your pouch can handle, and be prepared with that. If you know that if you don't do well with chicken when you're out, don't order it. I know that I don't do well with chicken, which is frustrating because you go to restaurants and the healthy options always include chicken. I don't do well with chicken. Baked chicken, grilled chicken, it just doesn't sit well with me. I don't know why. I know people, they're fine with chicken, but I'm not. A little background on me. In case you've forgotten, I am 6 months out. I had gastric bypass surgery back in February. So mine might be a little different from the people that are banded on this channel, but to give you a little different perspective, there are some foods that I just can't eat anymore. Obviously, sugar is one of them. I just don't even try with sugar. It bothers me, and I can eat a little bit of sugar, but I know my limits, and I know, a bite of a cookie or a small cookie or a bite of something sweet, and I'll just be done. I'll taste it, and I'll get the craving out of my mouth, and that's it. If I crave something sweet, I do a lot of fresh fruit. Love fresh fruit. Summertime is great for fruit. Enjoy the fresh fruit when it's in season. Strawberries, so good. Peaches, nectarines, apples, everything. Fruit is so good right now. Enjoy the fresh fruit and stay away from the processed sugar. Even if you can have sugar and your body tolerates it, and your pouch tolerates it, it's just not that good for you. Stay away from it. I had gastric bypass surgery because I was 20 pounds away from being a diabetic. I know my limits and I don't want to get to that point. I I took such a drastic step to not become a diabetic. I'm just going to stay away from the sugar. It's just not worth it. So that's what it comes down to. Be prepared and know your limits. Another tip, I keep a couple of protein bars in my desk at work. I have an office job. And when I don't feel like I'm eating that well that day, or I'm low on my protein, or my food isn't sitting well and I've taken a few bites and I know it's not going to sit well, I just switch to a protein bar. I've got the protein in. I feel much better and I can finish my day and not have to think about food. I mean, this is why we have the surgery, so we don't have to think about food. You plan for it, eat to live, don't live to eat, and move on. Enjoy your life, and that's pretty much it. So subscribe if you are enjoying these videos, and have a great week, everybody.